Welcome in.
Welcome into the show.
Welcome.
Welcome on in.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
This is the Wagon Podcast, episode 42.
42, ain't it?
42, Jackie Robinson Day. Mariano Rivera Day.
Al Horford Day.
Al Horford Day. Many days.
Yeah.
Wrapped into one.
The day of... Nah, I
No,
say that.
good call. Good
Really,
call there.
really good call.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was another one of those weekends where I just drink a lot. And then I'm hungover the next day.
My mom said she was worried about your liver.
Your mom?
Yeah.
About my liver?
Yeah.
Why?
She watched the show.
Did I say I drank a lot last
Yeah.
time? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have a single drink this weekend.
Cool.
I was totally sober.
Cool. My bank account says differently. It says it right there.
Well,
Bought drink for Quinn.
You owed
Twice.
me. You owed me one.
Yeah. No, I did for sure. I'm happy to do it.
And you got paid.
And I got paid.
Shout
which is
out.
great.
Shout out got paid.
Yep, shout out got paid.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was, it was a lot of work, but
Yeah, you are an insane person.
yeah.
You also make me feel bad about myself.
Okay. Why?
For no reason of your fault. It's because I look at you and I'm like, you're doing a lot of cool stuff. And I'm like, I just slugged 12 beers last night. And I woke up and it's 3 o'clock. And you're
So
like,
awesome.
pickleball? And I'm like, I can't even move right now.
I wanted to play so
I'm not going to say where I was walking from.
Of course.
But I walked 30 minutes through Boston to get here the other day.
It was no, so let's talk about that moment because
Did
that
we have
was
to?
like no. Like one of my like favorite it's just like one of my favorite things. It's just like
what?
waking up the day after with everybody just like
Oh, we did have
zombies.
we had a good recoup. The
had a
best.
great
Yeah,
recoup.
looked at all the
Like,
pictures.
Yes, just like oh my god, and this happened, and then you walking in like as everyone's waking up.
Yeah,
It's just
I was
so good.
there was a couple times where I had to I looked at my hands and I was like, I'm alive.
Yep.
I was like
It was
sleepwalking.
just one of those nights.
Dude, I walked through the common in the gardens.
Yeah.
No walking paths, just walk straight across the grass.
Really? That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
Quickest way between 2 points.
Yeah, true.
Straight line.
Just straight
I
line.
had to get where I was going.
That is like my favorite thing. And then
I also
like,
bought like a half gallon of apple juice and drank it on the way.
on the way, yeah, that
the
didn't
whole
make it in.
thing.
Yeah, that didn't
Nope,
make
drank
it in.
it all.
That's awesome. My favorite thing is just like rehashing the night. And then
It's
also in the background, just 7 hours of commercial-free football.
Yeah, well,
Unfortunately, I wasn't
especially
there
the
for
morning
but
game.
Yeah, the morning game was already on.
Morning game's already almost done.
Like people talk about like what do you want and like oh I want like all these crazy I want a yacht I want a mansion whatever I want that
You just want to rehash with the boys.
I just want to rehash with football on for the knowing football is on for the rest of the day.
Being hungover and having like anxiety and regret the next morning is a lot better when you're with a bunch of friends that feel the same way.
I mean we're experiencing
Way
it
better.
with you. It's really really nice.
It's been bad. It's
It's
not
been-
been bad.
it's
It's
been
not been
great.
bad. It's been college.
Yeah.
We've just been colleging it.
That's what we're doing.
We've been colleging it.
Yeah.
I'm just about done with school.
Oh, I walked in today and I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, my first 2 classes today, 2 essays.
2 essays
So,
assigned.
2 for
Yeah,
2.
Crazy.
100% rate on essays assigned.
Yep.
My first 2 classes.
I have a book report. I just have a full book
report. Okay,
on
welcome
a
to third grade.
300
Welcome to third
300
grade.
yard book. 300 page book.
300-yard book. That's
Luckily,
pretty
my
big.
group, I don't know if it's luck or whatever, but like my group's like a bunch of hardos.
Okay.
And so they're like, why didn't you finish the book yet?
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry, dude.
I
I
have-
haven't read a book in 7 years.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Really? I have one of my class year-long assignments is to like read a book and take
Year long.
notes on any chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Year-long, totally normal, until you realize I'm not going to start until a week left. And
Right.
you're going to be like, where are your
Right.
chapter annotations?
Exactly.
I'm not going to read a book. I'm not going to read a chapter a week.
No, dude. What the fuck you think this is?
No, I'm going to do nothing.
Nothing the whole time. My group, like my thing's not due until 2 weeks, and they're like today. They're like, we finished the book. Where are your notes? I was like, I didn't start.
You just got the book.
Yeah, I just got it in the mail.
I also have tomorrow
Okay.
a math exam, calculus test on derivatives. Haven't learned a thing about derivatives.
Okay. You personally or the class?
Me.
Okay.
Everyone in the class has, but I
Yeah.
told myself if I play chess in class, watch the videos at home,
Yeah.
it'll be a good use of my time.
You'll be fine.
Tomorrow.
How's that going?
Tomorrow. I haven't opened any of the videos.
Okay, so it's calculus, so you should be.
It's calculus.
It's like riding a bike.
It's like riding your bike.
It's like riding a bike that's on fire, and the bike is made up of a bunch of ants. Yeah.
That's exactly what I would
Try and do
equate
that.
Yeah.
Try and do that.
Bike made of ants
On
that
fire.
are on fire.
Yeah.
Fire ants.
Fire
On
ants
fire.
on fire. Double negative.
Yeah.
Double jeopardy.
What is we're fine.
What is we're fine?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Shouldn't be a problem.
So weekend was great.
Welcome.
Call
welcome
it
to
the
episode.
weep end.
Call it the weep end. The end of weeping.
Because I was
We'll see.
class. All right.
All right. The NFL happened. This is hopefully my last weekend of not watching a bunch of football. Next weekend I just want to watch football.
It's fun until you get like
so
5 hours in, and you're like, oh man, I feel like a puddle.
Yeah, yeah. I'm yearning for that feeling.
I feel like a puddle. Is there like a bug crawling on me or something? I haven't moved in days.
Know. Yeah. Is there a bug, making a home in me? I wouldn't know.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
You and me.
It's possible.
Odds are. Especially you.
Well, especially you.
Me for sure. But especially you.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Hey, Tiers.
The NFL Tiers.
Tiers.
Welcome to our weekly segment.
Where you make NFL Tiers.
No.
Sorry.
I do not make them.
Right.
Tell the people who makes them.
The computer.
The
computer-generated model.
Yes.
That only takes in facts and spews out more facts.
That's what it is. It's fact machine.
Yeah, fact machine.
So
the Wagon fact machine.
I'm simply a mere reporter. I'm just reading
facts.
I don't even know what any of this is. I don't even watch the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't even know what all these colors are.
That's weird.
I just read words and...
You're colorblind.
I don't even have eyes.
No. Those are both glass.
Both glass eyes. Yeah. Both of them.
Two of them.
Two, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So here they are.
You want to move? Okay,
yeah.
First tier.
Yep.
We're going to start at the bottom, go to the top.
Perfect.
This tier is called Move to South America.
Okay.
And it's the Panthers.
Okay.
Do you want to have a guess?
Is it maybe because when the Third Reich fell, a lot of those guys moved to Argentina? Is that why?
You're pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, you're exactly right.
Okay.
No, you're exactly right. Yeah.
So he
Frank Reich lost play calling. Maybe didn't lose him.
Gave him away.
Gave him away.
Right.
Gave him away. Good guy.
Yeah.
So that's where the Panthers are at. They're also terrible. That's why they're at the bottom.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Of course.
Bad quarterback. Bad team.
Good young ascending quarterback that needs support to win.
Do you still believe he'll be a great quarterback?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. I didn't know you were delusional.
Yep. I am. You should know that.
I should know.
I am nothing if not delusional. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay, this tier is called Really Bad, but also Hard to Watch.
Okay. Okay. Both.
The Bears.
Yeah.
The Patriots. The Broncos.
Yep.
The Giants.
Yep.
The Cardinals.
Yep.
Desmond Ridder.
Yep.
And Friends.
Really bad and also hard to watch.
The show, yeah.
Yeah. You don't like Friends.
I'm gonna start making a list of things I hate.
Okay.
Because I don't hate much.
Yeah.
If I'm very passionate about the few things
you hate strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I strongly dislike with extreme emotions.
Yes.
A certain number of things.
Right.
I don't know if Friends is on the list.
Okay.
Do you want to go quick over the list?
Sure.
Number 1.
I think it's more than you think.
Number 1, Steph Curry.
Yep.
Number 2, Bananas.
Okay.
Number 3,
The Warriors in general.
The Warriors in general. Number 4,
Taylor Swift.
Like I really strongly dislike her, but I don't let her bother me.
Okay.
Like I do Bananas or the Warriors.
Yep.
I think it's just those 3 right now.
Okay.
I'll just keep only 3 things. I only hate 3 things.
Nice.
They can interchange, but I promise you the top 2 won't change.
Okay. Yeah.
The third spot is rotating.
Right.
What are your 3 things you hate most? Terrorists.
Terrorists 1, crime 2.
Crime is 3.
Yeah.
I am avid crime hater.
You hate crime.
Yeah.
You hate crime.
Yeah.
You hate crime.
You hate Republicans.
No. I love Republicans.
You hate liberals?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I hate tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
You hate girls that smoke weed.
I don't hate girls that smoke weed. But I would not date a girl that smokes weed, and that's my fault. I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Like, that's not a
This
positive
podcast
thing.
is getting crazy.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, that is not a good reflection of me. And I'm
No, I don't think it's bad.
I'm aware of that.
I don't think it's bad. I think that's a normal thing.
Whatever.
I think a lot of people feel
And by the way, like, can I not have
a preference?
Yeah.
No, fair
Can I
enough.
have preferences?
Fair enough.
Sure.
You hate... Didn't say anything. I didn't say a thing.
Cut it.
I didn't say anything.
You know what I've been doing, which is actually much better, is when you say something bad,
Yeah.
I just mute it and make it blurry for a second. So
I haven't been
it's like-
saying a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. The Patriots.
Give me your third. What you hate?
I don't know, dude. I've been trying to hate
come on.
less.
Make me feel better.
Okay.
Say something real.
What do I hate?
Oh,
Okay.
Canadians.
Oh, hate the Canadians.
Yeah.
Hate
Okay.
the Canadians.
Sweet.
A lot.
All right,
Really
glad we
hate
settled
them.
that.
The Patriots.
We want to talk about the Patriots real quick? Yeah, let's stop at this tier.
Yeah, just a little Patriots thing.
The Bears gonna have the top 2 picks, which is fucking. It's awesome.
It's awesome, but I really need it to not be them.
Because we want it to be us.
I want it to be us.
Yeah.
And I know how to fix the Patriots.
Okay.
Here's how you do it.
Tell me.
It's gonna take a few steps.
Okay.
Okay. But with this method, the The Patriots will be a 10-11 win team in just a year's time. If you can follow my assignment.
I'm listening.
Okay. Number one is just cut Mac Jones like today.
Cut him.
Cut him.
Trade him for like
Release
an
him.
8th round pick.
I don't even care. Just get him off the team somehow. Okay.
Get rid of him.
I don't want him.
Step 1, get rid of Mac Jones.
1, he's just not the answer. We know that.
Great.
2, we'll come back to it later. Second thing, end of the season now. Just fire Bill O'Brien. His offense is worse than it was under Matt Patricia. Bill O'Brien was like perennially average with the Texans. Went to Alabama. Alabama got worse offensively.
Okay.
I'm out on Bill O'Brien.
No Mac Jones, no Bill O'Brien.
Fire them both. At the end of the season, you bring Bill Belichick in. Greatest head coach ever. Greatest defensive mind ever.
Yep.
71 years old.
Yeah.
Bring him in, and you just put him in a nursing home. Like you said. Your idea.
Step 3.
Put him in a home. Just did it.
Give him a headset, though.
Yeah. Just did it with my darling grandmother.
Yes.
Hard decision.
Yeah.
Right?
But I'm sure she's a good person.
Made it with the family. Never drinks and drives. Made it with the family. And then
I'm going to put your grandma on the jail tier.
everyone do it. And everyone's better for it. Right? So put Bill Belichick in a home. Now, what you need to do is your new hires. Okay?
This is the important part.
I want Robert Kraft to throw a bag at Bobby Slowick. Okay?
Okay.
The offensive
You're
coordinator.
recently very high on this guy.
Yeah, offensive coordinator of the Texans. And I'm high on him not only because the Texans are doing well and doing really well with a rookie quarterback, which is important, but everything from the Shanahan tree is gold.
Yes.
McVay, LaFleur, Shanahan.
All of it.
McDaniel, Saleh. All these guys are hits. I need that guy to run my football team.
Okay, is he like definitely going to be a head coach next year, or is it just a guy you like?
He's gonna get interviews
because
for sure.
if you're because if you're from the Texans' point of view, why would you get rid of him?
Oh, I would do everything in my power to keep him, but he'll get interviews for sure. Okay. That's why I say throw a bag at him. Right. So the Texans
him or the Lions, dude. You like him too.
I like Ben Johnson, but I'm just like all these 49ers guys are good. All of them.
Fair enough.
So and then I'm fine with keeping Mayo as the DC. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
And I'm just give him the keys to the defensive castle.
See, Mayo he's the essential part to the Patriots sandwich, as is Mayo to a normal sandwich. I just wanted to say it like Mayo.
I love that. Perhaps the most important thing, in my opinion, we put Bill out into the pasture.
We don't kill him.
No. He's frolicking in the pasture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, happily.
Yeah, like a young 71-year-old.
With Nike, his dog. We need a guy to run our team.
That's right.
We need a GM,
Who do we got?
GM.
Danny
we got Adam Peters.
Who's that?
The assistant GM of the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay,
He's
so
been with
you
John Lynch for like 5 years. And say what you're going to say.
I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but you just want to be the 49ers. Not saying it's a bad thing, but that's your Patriot strategy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's again it's just from the offensive point of view. Mm-hmm. This offensive system has worked everywhere in the NFL.
So why get rid of Mac Jones then? Mac Jones would work in the 49ers system.
No, he would not.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam Peters. 49ers maybe the best constructed roster in the league.
Yes.
1 or 2 with them, the Eagles, I think. Bring this guy on. He's so committed to just trading for dynamic playmakers, and that is what we desperately need as an organization. Yeah. Now to the draft. This is why I say just release Mac Jones now. Because as much as I bang on Mac Jones, I do believe he's the best quarterback on the Patriots roster. And I do believe that with Zappy, Greer, or Cunningham starting the rest of the way, I really find it hard to believe we win more than another game.
Okay.
And we need to get ourselves that number 1
We play the
overall
Jets
pick.
again.
I know, which is unfortunate. Number 1 overall pick if we get it, it's Caleb. We just need quarterback. Drake May or Caleb. One of those two. By the way, if we slip a little bit, I wouldn't hate Riley Leonard out of Duke. I'm just throwing it out there. Because this seemed like a very deep quarterback draft, and now it seems like the only people we really want are Caleb or Drake. Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to drafting an older quarterback.
Purdy. Got a Purdy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them in the draft.
If we get Slowick, what the fuck's this guy's name? Slowick. I'm okay with whatever he chooses. Okay. And I'm okay with whatever Adam Peters chooses because they've drafted exceptionally well. Now, maybe more importantly, every other pick in the draft, offensive lineman or wide receiver. Every single one. Don't care who's available. One of those positions. Because a lot of averages, some of those guys have to be good.
Okay.
I just want wide receiver or offensive lineman the rest of the way.
Okay.
10-win season next year, if that's the case. I promise you.
Okay. I have a question.
Please.
In the draft room, will Bill Belichick be there?
No, Nike will.
Okay, what if we did Bill Belichick there, but he's behind a wall, but you can't verbally communicate with him?
So why would he be there?
Just because vibes.
Yeah, because we draft so well.
No, but just having a legend like that in the room, you got to have him.
Yeah.
You put him behind a... You can only see him.
Okay. Sure.
And you put him behind a...
Like Oz, like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, but maybe it would be a lot of pressure because then you draft an offensive player for once and he would be like...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He'd be pissed.
And then everyone gets mad. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Leave him in the home.
Leave him in the home. Bill? You can't live alone anymore.
You can't live alone anymore.
You can't. We're worried
you
about you, Bill. You've fallen like 4 times in the last month.
Your wife's left you.
Yeah, your wife. Oh, she did, actually.
Right?
Yeah. He'll meet someone nice at the home.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe your grandma. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wow, that would be sweet. What a dead name. What a firecracker duo those two.
Yeah.
All right, so that's how you fix the Patriots.
Okay, I have no problem with it.
Right?
I have no problem with it.
Seems awesome.
I'm on the bandwagon now that I don't think Mac Jones is the main issue on the Patriots. I think he's a problem. I think it's maybe the 3rd or 4th problem on the team. But he's not the answer.
That being said, though, like, look at how different we judge the Texans now that they have Stroud. Like, they absolutely still have so many problems, but like,
yeah, no, they're
good for the next 12 years.
They have worse
mean?
Weapons than us.
But all of a sudden, we're like, Tank Dell could be a guy.
Yeah, because CJ Stroud's a guy.
Right.
He's a gamer.
Like, yeah, I don't know what's the most wrong about the Patriots, but I know that the thing that could make it the most right is fixing the quarterback position.
CJ Stroud right now is having a better statistical season than Jalen Hurts, who is like having a great season.
Yeah.
Although he does have 7 interceptions. Would you believe that?
7. Wow.
Jalen Hurts.
That's a huge number.
Yeah. Should we get back to these tiers?
Yeah, moving right along.
Okay. All those teams tough to watch. This tier's called Could Be Good.
Okay.
And it's the Vikings.
Yeah. Okay.
They could be.
I guess.
They were good last year.
Yeah.
And it's the same team.
Yeah.
So they have the potential to be good.
They scraped out that win against Chicago.
They could be good.
Okay.
If they were good up to this point in the season, you wouldn't be asking any questions.
No.
So they could be.
Okay.
The Colts.
Anthony Richardson out for the year.
Out for the year. Bummer.
Disagree.
That was my bummer dude player of the week.
Yeah, bummer dude.
You disagree that they could be good?
Because Richardson's
Yeah,
out.
they're decent though right now.
They are, but Minshew's...
They're a tough win.
Yeah.
Okay, the Titans can always be good just because of Vrabel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saints
could be good.
Have guys. The Bucks are like
Yeah, they did.
They lost bad.
Yeah.
But they were wearing the creamsicle jerseys, so I don't know what to do.
I don't either. They looked so cool.
Yeah. They also, I don't know what the numbers are on their win losses in those things, but it's bad.
Oh, like historically.
Like 100
right?
bad.
That's crazy.
100 in the negative.
That's why they don't wear them.
Yeah.
By the way, the Lions are just really good. So.
The Lions are really good.
Yeah.
Did they
play the Lions?
They did play the Lions. Okay.
Right.
This tier is called I Think Decent?
Okay.
Question mark. Like
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Rams.
I think so too.
I think decent.
They're just so well coached.
Yeah. The Commanders.
That I really don't know.
I don't know at all, but
weird.
I think decent.
Yeah, you get like
lost to
just
the
like
Bears and they have
sparks.
decent wins.
Yeah.
Sam Howell's not great.
But then I'm like,
their defense is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, what's the kid's name that they drafted? Emmanuel Forbes.
Seattle or Washington?
No, Washington.
Maybe.
Remember they picked right before us.
Oh, right.
And they drafted Emmanuel Forbes over Gonzalez.
The cornerback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we immediately drafted Quincy Gonzalez,
Yeah.
and Emmanuel Forbes has been awful.
That's awesome.
Terrible. I think he got benched last week.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Could have had Gonzo.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year if he was still playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Seahawks, I think decent.
Yeah.
They're definitely. I
They
think
lost to Seattle,
I think they might win that division.
Really?
Who else is in the division?
San Francisco.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Podcasting.
Sports podcast.
Texans.
Yeah.
Falcons.
What's this one called?
This is called I Think Decent.
I think decent. I don't think the Falcons are decent.
I think they're decent. They have everything besides Desmond Ridder on their team is good enough to be a good team. If they had any other quarterback, they would be a good team. They'd be a borderline playoff team.
Yeah.
So they're
lost,
decent
right?
as a whole.
Yeah. Okay. I'll accept it.
Tough week for Arthur Smith.
I'll accept it.
I think decent. The Jets?
I would say they're decent.
They
the
beat
thing
the
with the
Bills
Jets is like
and
they're,
the Eagles.
they're just the thing about them is like in all the games they've won, they had 3 takeaways, which is crazy and not really sustainable. But it's like shout out to the defense.
It's not sustainable, but that's a part of football.
And also like Zach Wilson is like, Zach Wilson did good. He had a 70 QBR, and I love Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
like, he's not that.
Honestly,
it's not really sustainable for me, but I would agree that they're decent.
This area of the tier list every week is so difficult.
Yeah,
because all these teams are like borderline bad, borderline decent, but could beat anyone. So I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, this tier is called Bye Week.
Yep.
It was the Steelers, the Packers, and the Raiders. The Raiders don't play the Patriots.
So
bye week.
fine.
Jail. Browns.
Obviously.
Justin Bieber.
Why?
DUI.
That's true.
And Matt's grandma.
Yep. Well, not actually.
No DUI.
Nope. Many times ducked that one.
Many times escaped DUIist. Okay, this tier shouldn't be called this name, but I just did it.
Okay.
Powerhouse. I think this is... Someone making popcorn?
Smells like it.
Okay, this tier is teams that aren't on the Super Bowl level, but they're still good and will be in the playoffs-ish. Okay? Is that reasonable? Maybe not what the word powerhouse would describe.
Right. Yeah.
But the word I used.
Okay. It's just a fun word.
Well, not the word I used. Again, I don't know why the computer put that word there.
Yeah, weird.
That
first team I'm pretty out on right now.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not in on them. This list also came out before the game. Before the Monday night game.
Yeah.
So I will say that.
Yeah. I really don't. I'm pretty done with the Chargers. Like they just
They're
need
so
a new coach.
fraudulent.
They just need a new coach.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And Herbert, I'm like, I think you're the most talented quarterback.
And then he threw that pick.
And then he threw the pick.
End of the game.
Yeah.
The Bengals.
Right back on track.
Yep.
They'll be good.
Once Joe Burrow's healthy, that's all they need.
Yep.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like
the receivers
I
can
don't
catch the
think
ball,
they can win
maybe.
a Super Bowl.
Right.
But I think they'll be they could get to like the AFC Championship game or something crazy.
Just scrapping.
Yeah. The Jaguars.
So back.
Heating up.
Yeah. So
Heating
back.
up.
They're clicking. They're clicking.
And then Austin Matthews.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
American born. Love that guy.
Okay, this is my Super Bowl bubble.
Okay. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Dolphins.
Agree.
Lions.
Agree.
Eagles.
Agree.
Bills.
Agree.
Cowboys.
Agree.
And SpongeBob at the halftime show. You didn't watch.
No, but I know that
they performed at the Super Bowl at halftime in a bubble.
So awesome. Yeah.
So that's why they're in the Super Bowl bubble.
Yeah, they obviously.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that Eagles loss? I'm a little concerned.
I think this is not something you say about great teams, but I think they were just kind of due.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've been playing with their food for
they have been
all year,
and I think
the loss of Staken is really hurting.
Yeah, I think it is as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel that's why they're not my Super Bowl matchup.
Yeah.
Which is, I'll just say it now, the 49ers and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The 49ers lost, but they're still my Super Bowl matchup right
No
now.
McCaffrey.
Is he really out for the year? You texted me
I
that, and I haven't
got
seen
it
that
confirmed.
report.
I just heard it from somebody today.
Okay.
No McCaffrey, banged up. I would agree still, but
I don't know. Those are all my Super Bowl bubble teams. I hope the Lions really do something.
Me too.
I hope they do.
They're awesome.
Honestly, these top two tiers, even the third tier, is just a game of staying as healthy as you can. These teams are all capable of being really good and like even winning the Super Bowl, but it's all about just staying healthy right now.
Yep.
Like the Eagles' defense is kind of banged up.
Right.
They just didn't play their best football, and they still almost won.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And by the way, the Eagles, the Niners, everyone's killing Purdy.
Yeah.
Should have won that game. 85% or something from 41 yards.
Also,
out, usually
Shanahan really bad against whoever the defensive coordinator is for the Browns historically.
Schwartz.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Terrible matchup.
Yep.
And you called that. You called the Browns would win that game.
I did, but then Deshaun Watson wasn't playing, so it's like.
How could you bet it?
Yeah, but I did,
and
I felt that way. But I did. These were two bait lines. I felt the Jets too were also like in a great upset spot.
Yeah.
It's just the NFL. It was weird.
Browns' best statistical defense since the merger, 1971. Through the first 6 weeks. It's not like.
They probably just have to score 20 points a game, and they will be undefeated.
I saw them play, I think, week 3. I really watched their game because we had a...
Steelers?
No, the Browns versus the Bengals. Remember when we watched that game? And we were like, oh my God.
Did we take the over?
We took, Joe Mixon
to
have a receiving
No, we took a touchdown in every half.
Yeah, that was
from each team.
Yeah. Yep.
It was bad.
But anyway, we were watching the game. We were like, the Browns' D-line is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Nice.
If you have,
those are the rankings.
Yeah. Any changes you'd make?
What
would be your Super Bowl matchup?
I would go the same right now.
I just think it's both of them have a loss, but I think that's just where you go.
Yeah, I would go the same.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see what happens with McCaffrey. I'm also out on the Purdy MVP stuff, but not because I think less of Purdy.
Okay.
I just think that McCaffrey's the most valuable player on that team.
Give me your top 5 quarterback rankings right now.
Okay. Does that just mean
in the league right now?
Okay, in the
quarterbacks
league right now
for this season.
So today.
Not like who you'd start a franchise was today.
Okay.
I guess like MVP race, but it's just quarterbacks.
Okay, I'd go Mahomes 1. I'd go. This is where it gets tricky, dude. Because I'd go Burrow too.
What? He's
Right
had
now,
a terrible season.
Yeah, but he was back on track.
Good game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
And what I've seen before.
It's your list.
That's what I'm saying. I really like Hurts, but he hasn't been great. Allen's up and down. It's not crazy to say Tua.
I would put Tua second.
Tua's just been the most effective quarterback in the league.
Yeah. Oh, by far.
Right?
He's leading the league in yards. They're winning games. He's doing his job.
Yep. Jared Goff's been really solid.
That would be I would say my top 5 would be Mahomes, Tua, Josh Allen.
It is not absurd to say C.J. Stroud.
It's not.
It's not absurd.
It's not absurd. People have said crazier things.
Yeah.
People have said crazier
Just
things.
if we're going on, this season alone,
Then I'm gonna put
Lamar.
Herbert. I don't know.
Lamar's been really good.
Honestly, they're all around the same.
They are.
Machine.
The quarterback play has been not awesome.
Not awesome.
Yeah.
I think Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, and then there's 10 guys that are
And also Mahomes
good,
not a great statistical season.
Yeah, I mean no
but
one's
he's still doing his thing, so it's you can't bet against him.
Jared Goff MVP season.
He's been awesome. All right, we're 26 minutes in, so we're gonna take a break.
Look at us.
And come back with something.
Something. Yeah, we'll talk about something.
All right, welcome in here with our college football professional
insider.
Professional college football insider, Andrew Gecse. Thanks for being on the program today.
Happy to be here.
You're actually right here in the screen, so thank you.
Thank you.
How's your weekend?
It was good. Alabama won. So it was nice.
Yep.
Always
Is that what your happiness is ranked on week by week?
Oh, dude. Patriots lose now. It's fine. Alabama loses. It's don't talk to me.
Okay.
Brock Bowers is hurt, out for the season. Most dynamic tight end in college football. What does that mean for the Georgia Bulldogs?
Okay, I wouldn't say out for the season just yet, just because he's kind of that rare athlete where seems like he'll come back quicker than usual. I would say I bet you he'll play in the SEC championship game, and maybe he'll play versus Tennessee if they need him to. Say they drop one to Ole Miss without him, I bet you he'll suit up versus Tennessee. But yeah, 4 to 6 weeks. He leads them in catches, yards, and touchdowns. Georgia's the most hurt team in America right now. Their right tackle's out. Michael Williams is a little banged up at the end. Yeah, they're beat up, which is good because they have a bye week this week, and then they got to go play a neutral site game versus Florida, which Graham Mertz is playing really well for them.
Yeah.
Represso, or I don't know how to pronounce it, the wide receiver for them is playing well. Their defense is playing
Ricky
better.
Purcell.
But yeah,
Another white.
the game that for them I would be most worried about is Ole Miss, because Ole Miss can score. Pete Golding kind of dominates Kirby, 2-1 versus him, 24 points a game. That's with Monk and Colin plays too, who is much more beloved than Mike Bobo. But yeah, Bowers made up 26% of Beck's yards. And I don't know if you guys watched the Auburn game when they were losing. It seemed every single third down or whatever, gotta have a play was, 20 yards to Bowers. So, and it's not even that. They still have 1,700 yards passing without him. So it's but not having that decoy now too is the biggest thing. And he's a world-class blocker. He's so good in the run.
He's Gronk.
No, he's a beast. Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, I would say he's most similar to Kittle, very Kittle-esque. But yeah, they go from a mainly 12 personnel team with him and Delp to now they're going to run a ton of 11, which could be good, could be bad. I don't know. I just feel not having him out there is huge.
Yeah, I think they'll adapt, but I'd be surprised if they go without a loss this year. Just watching that last game, at least.
What makes you say that?
I mean, their defense is not anything like it has been the past couple of years, so they don't support this offense, which I also don't think is as powerful as it has been the past couple of years. They just don't seem to have as many guys as they have. Them being the number 1 overall team in the country now feels a lot faker than it did the past couple of years.
Yeah, 100%. I fill out a poll every week, and I put Michigan at 1 this week, just because it just seems like they've just dominated everybody. They don't the saying they don't play with their food.
Right.
They're not everybody's been struggling. There's been a ton of good games this year in college football, but they've just bludgeoned everybody.
Yeah.
What is what's your poll for this week? Just give me the top 4-ish.
I want
first ones
and
out.
I got.
Okay.
I filled this out after the Bowers news.
Okay.
So I went Michigan at 1. I still have Georgia at 2. I think they're still very good without him. And then I went Washington, coming off the win versus Oregon. And then I went Florida State. I just think they have 2 good wins, put them ahead of Oklahoma for now. But if Oklahoma stays undefeated, Florida State still has to play Louisville. I think they got to play Duke. And then they'll probably have to play UNC in the ACC championship. And USC cracked my top 10 this week. They're a good football team. And they just got better getting Des Watkins back, or Quez Watkins, whatever his name is.
Has Florida State played Miami yet?
No.
Do they? They must, right?
They should. I think that's a rivalry game. But like, if Ohio State beats Penn State this week, then everything gets shaken up. Same thing with Penn State. Like, the winner of that game, I think you automatically have to put them at 4.
Okay. That's fair.
4 or 3. If Ohio State wins this week, they would have beaten Notre Dame, who just beat USC. So, but yeah, a lot of good games this week too. Ohio State, Penn State, obviously. Alabama versus Tennessee is good. Utah versus USC. Utah's without their starting quarterback, but their defense is so good. They fly to the ball. Their D end has 8 sacks, leads the country, and USC is kind of a dumpster fire on defense. But their offense could hang 50. But if they play a good defense, it's good that they're back at home, though, I think. And then Duke versus FSU this week. If Riley Leonard can play, I like Duke to cover the points. But if he can't, I'll probably take Florida State.
I would not mind seeing that guy in a Patriots uniform.
Riley Leonard?
Yeah, I like that kid.
Player.
Yeah. Could have played basketball there.
Fast, and he could throw the ball hard.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Gamer.
Yeah, big-time gamer. That game versus Clemson was sweet. And then, you got the Heisman race starting to take shape with Penix. Penix kind of took over the favorite role for now. Still got some tough games left. That Pac-12 is an absolute buzzsaw this year. And then I put Jaden Daniels at 2. I mean, he's LSU. He's the LSU quarterback. I mean, without him, they're probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 losses.
He's got the 5th best odds, so you should go hammer that.
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like, they could lose, 3 games. Like, they could lose to A&M.
In terms of value.
Alabama. And then I think if I was to bet on some guy right now, it'd probably be J.J. McCarthy.
Really?
Yeah, he's second in odds.
That is crazy.
If they run the table, go undefeated, and win the Big 12, Big 10, I mean, he's got 17 total touchdowns, and his QBR is the best in the country. And throw on top of that, he really doesn't have to beat teams because they just beat him on the ground. And then his defense is world-class. And he's going to have a win over Ohio State and Penn State, and then probably Wisconsin or Iowa, which is fine, and then a playoff berth. So, yeah, I would bet if I wasn't going to just pick the favorite, I would bet McCarthy just because Penix still has some tough games. But I think I said a couple weeks ago I would have bet Penix.
Yeah, right now he's minus 145, so.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so you should have hammered the odds when I told you to.
Is it just me, or is Penix's throwing motion really wacky?
So weird.
I hate it.
It's that I was talking with somebody today, and I'm like, if the Patriots get a high pick and they take fucking Penix,
That's what I'm saying.
I would hate it.
I don't think he works in the NFL. I really don't. Which might just be me being a stupid fan, but
their wide receiver core is
nasty.
As good or if not better than Ohio State's. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is above them all, and then you get Luther Burden and the kid Rome Oduns. But there's a case that all 3 of their guys are top 7. It's Marv, Luther Burden, Malik Neighbors, Rome Oduns, and then it's a bunch of other guys. Brian Thomas at LSU is good. Emeka.
But
yeah.
What about that kid from Florida State? He's nasty.
Keon.
Oh, yeah, he's good too. Dude, deep wide receiver class this year.
Oh, is he coming out? Is he a junior?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, he would be stupid not to come out after what he's been doing.
I got a question about Washington. So you got him in your top 4. Do you think they're a legit national championship contender, or are they kind of like a TCU last year? Do you think they can actually win the national championship?
100% contender.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to hang 30 to 50 on everybody.
Yeah.
And they have the formula to beat these high-end defenses. If you've looked at like the teams that have beaten, the dominant Alabama, that have given Georgia a run for their money, and Michigan the last few years, they have 3 playmakers out wide. They have a quarterback who can distribute the ball, and they have a good enough run game where they can like get 5 yards here and there to make it like 2nd and 5, so they can take a shot on 2nd down. And their defense is but it's opportunistic. They force some turnovers.
Front 7 is
Braylon Trice.
Yeah,
Braylon Trice is really good.
Good enough for
Yeah,
college football.
and-
Yeah.
Like they're similar to Ohio State last year, I guess, with a little bit worse defense, but a better offense. That makes sense. Like they can beat anybody, but I also think they could lose to, I wouldn't say anybody, but they could lose to a team that, can hang with them, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Just doing some more comparing. Like, what is your take? Like, how do you compare this Michigan team to last year's Michigan team that got the doors blown off in the playoff?
This one's more, I wouldn't say complete. They're just more experienced. They got, I want to say 4 out of 5 starters back on the O-line. They got Corum and Dejon Edwards back. They have another year with McCarthy. And then they got, I forget his name on the outside. It might be Ronnie Bell or Roman Wilson. It's not one of them. And then their defense is just, I know they haven't played anybody, but they're blowing teams out. Like they're not messing around. Like you see some of these teams have like weird games. Like even Washington had a 1-score game with Arizona. Ohio State played a weird one versus Indiana. I mean, they're just blowing everybody out. Like not a single close game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, tons of good games this week. Like Ohio State versus Penn State. You got the number 7 and the number 1 ranked total defenses. So
Who's the one there?
Penn State.
Penn State's the number 1 ranked total defense, huh?
Yeah, dude, they got playmakers everywhere on that defense. Chalk Robinson's a beast. Kalen King's a shutdown corner. Is he going to be that shutdown corner versus Marvin Harrison Jr., though? I don't know. That's the thing. Like Kyle McCord, the Ohio State quarterback's only been sacked 7 times this year. And nobody has forced more sacks this year than Penn State. They have 27 sacks in 6 games.
Huh.
Damn.
Yeah, and the next closest is Texas A&M with 26 in 7 games. So it's like, and then with Alabama versus Tennessee, which is another good one.
Where's that, Tuscaloosa?
It's in Tuscaloosa, yeah. Big rivalry game. Obviously, they beat Bama last year, kind of embarrassed them. Tennessee's got a real good football player named James Pierce Jr. 6 sacks, highest rated PFF player this year. He just wins one-on-one. And that's going versus an Alabama O-line that has allowed the most sacks in the SEC with 31. So, mismatch. Jalen Milroe's going to get the ball out quick. Who, I know I was down on him to start the year, but he's constantly improving. Hasn't looked terrible.
Yeah.
Played better.
He's the definition of like a college football quarterback playing for a great program. That's just like just
Believe it or not, he's second in the SEC in QBR, which is crazy. He's ahead of Beck, like a ton of guys. Rattler, Jaden Daniels is first, obviously, because that guy's just amazing. But yeah.
What are I asked you some underlying trends, underlying just things that maybe people aren't talking about. What's your first one? You brought up a specific team that is way better than people are giving them credit for.
Coastal
Yeah,
Carolina.
Air Force is probably going to go undefeated. They're going to be favored in every single game here on out. Their toughest game was last week versus Wyoming, and they won by, I think, a touchdown. Very quietly averaging 36 points a game, 400 yards, 330 yards on the ground, and they're number 3 in total defense. So their toughest 3 games are Boise State, Colorado State, and Army. So, like, if they go undefeated, like, they're going to get a New Year's Six bowl, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's going to be so sweet to see them, try to match up versus one of these Power 5 teams and run the ball, 55 times in a game.
I can't wait.
That will be fun, actually.
I can't wait.
Well, this is pretty similar to, like, Tulane last year beating USC in a New Year's Six game.
Right. That did happen.
But Tulane was nasty. Their quarterback's phenomenal, Michael Pratt. And they had Tajay Spears, who's starting to take over in Tennessee. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when I was looking, and I had Wyoming last week.
So did
I
I.
took them plus. Well,
14.
they're plus 11.5. What?
I bought it up to 14.5.
Nice.
But Georgia fucked me, dude.
You took them in the points?
I bought the line down, dude. I needed them to win by. It was still a lot. It was like 24.5.
Yeah, it's just too many points.
Is Vandy even that good? Vandy's not that good.
I'll tell you, like my cash cow has been LSU team over. Like they score 100 points a game.
Anything else that you're looking forward to?
In life.
Any other juicy takes for us?
After this week, you'll get a better gauge on the playoff, and then you'll get an even better gauge on the playoff after next week, obviously. But yeah, tons of good games this week. Even sleeper game, Oregon versus Washington State. Washington State was highly ranked last week before they lost to UCLA. And Oregon coming off a pretty emotional game versus Washington, could be trap game. I don't know what the spread is. Actually, I think Oregon's like 20-point favorites.
Dude, the Pac-12 is so good. It's insane that it's just not going to exist next year.
Yeah.
Is this the best the Pac-12's been in like forever?
Oh, 100%. That conference is just an absolute buzzsaw of points.
Yeah. It's so much fun, dude.
Every team can beat every team on any night.
Arizona State hung with USC.
Yeah, same thing. Like Arizona. Arizona is like 6-0-1 against the spread. And they've played like Washington, USC. Yeah, it's insane.
You know, the SEC might be the best football in college, but Pac-12 is the most fun by far.
100%. Pac-12 after dark.
The best.
Love it. I'm up till 2 a.m. watching football.
San Diego.
It's like midnight on a Sunday, and you're just watching like Washington versus Boise State.
Yeah, and you have minus 14.5.
Yeah.
And you're sweating it.
Sweating it.
The first half of the year, Washington was my cash cow.
Okay, so what Quinn brought this up. So since this is the last year with the playoff being 4 teams, are they pushing that back or no?
No, it'll be 8 next year. Right?
Okay, it is. I saw some
8?
report
I thought
of
it was
like
12.
I think they changed that. So how do you think like things would be different this year if it was 8?
Like, what's a team that would maybe sneak into the 8-team playoff that won't make the playoff now that could even win it? Like a team like Texas or something that could sneak in next year,
Notre Dame.
but probably won't make it this year. Like Notre Dame could win a national championship this year if they were in the college football playoff.
Yeah, I think it goes back to the anybody can beat anybody this year.
That's true.
Like look at UNC right now. I think they're top 10 in offense and defense, and they have one of the best quarterbacks in the country. So like they would be like an 8 seed because they're probably not going to win the ACC with Florida State, but they can beat anybody. I mean, Drake May is good enough to beat anybody. Their defense is playing really well. They're forcing tackles for loss at a high rate, and yeah, they're like the 10th best team in the country right now in the AP. So
will Washington get in this year if they go undefeated until what if they lose in the Pac-12 championship game?
it all depends on who they play. Like if they play Oregon again, then you got to put Oregon in.
Really?
And if they play like a 1-loss Utah or USC,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do. It's insane, and the same thing is going to go on in the Big Ten with Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. They're just going to run through each other. And the same thing could happen now in the SEC with, Georgia having to play Tennessee, Mississippi State, Mizzou. Florida is a 1-loss SEC team, conference SEC. So, like, if they beat Georgia and they run the table the rest of the way out and play in the SEC championship, the West is still up for grabs with Alabama. You never know what team's going to show up on Saturday there. They still have to play Tennessee, LSU, at Auburn, which is a nightmare.
Damn.
Like,
So it's
everything
it's
is
so
there's
wide open.
Again, and same thing with the ACC. Like, it's so up in the air right now. It's insane. This is the most parity I've seen in college football in probably, 13, 14 years. It's insane because, what if UNC goes out and beats Florida State? Or Louisville. Louisville came out of nowhere and just beat the piss out of Notre Dame. But then they just lost to Pitt. They lost to Pitt by 20. So it's crazy, and it's awesome.
It is awesome.
It's awesome.
College football is awesome this year, and that's coming from an Alabama fan who's ranked 11th.
Do you think there could be a team this year in the college football playoff that has 2 losses?
No, not a chance. Not with how many good teams there are.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I could see Georgia ending the year with 2 losses.
Yeah, but I don't think I think if they have 1 loss, they don't get in, unless they go 1 loss and still win the SEC. But like now you have Oklahoma and Texas with 1 loss. Like this is another scenario I was kind of just going through. What if Alabama wins the SEC with a win over Georgia, a 1 loss to Texas, and Texas beats Oklahoma and they both have 1 loss? Like it's insane. And then Oregon has 1 loss. Washington drops 1 here. Say Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State all beat up on each other. Like this is why this is why the 1-team playoff is going to be, or not the 1-team, 8-team playoff is going to be fantastic because now you're going to see a 2-loss team.
It would be awesome to have it now with the way the season's going.
Yeah, like or even a 12-teamer or no, 8-team would be awesome because you get home playoff games for some teams, like whatever it is. Yeah, like the first 4 get a bye.
Imagine a playoff game at Happy Valley.
Yeah, or
Anywhere. But like
even that game this past weekend in Washington, you don't realize how hard they bring it. Yeah, electric.
And it was like a noontime start their time because it was West Coast.
They started. I saw the College Game Day at like 6 a.m. McAfee was rolling, and everyone behind them was going.
But, like I was at my game this weekend at 11 a.m. and I had my Apple Watch on, and it was like you've reached 100 decibels. Leave the area for hearing damage.
That's awesome.
11 a.m.
That's amazing.
And we're playing in unranked Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like it would be insane if it was, a night game to go to the playoffs or a night game.
That would be
in the
oh
playoffs.
my god, I need that.
Yeah.
I'm in such a great spot right now, me personally. I don't care about you guys, because I'm just falling in love with college football, and this season is awesome.
So awesome.
It's so much better than the NFL.
I'm just falling in love with it. You know how it's better too? Because when I lose my college football bets, I can just sit and watch the NFL without betting because I'm too upset.
The other thing with college football is like you can bet on unranked games because like they're still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this week, like South Carolina played Florida, and I bought in on South Carolina Cocktober,
Right.
and I lost money on it. Oh, college football is 1,000% better than the NFL.
Amazing.
That's the thing too. Like I was doing this the other day. NFL quarterback play is down, and I don't know if college football quarterback play has been higher.
Yeah.
There's so many good quarterbacks in college right now.
There is a lot. I wanted to just brag. I already did to Matt, but I was a big fan of C.J. Stroud going into the draft, and you two were all Bryce Young guys, and I would just like for both of you to apologize to me.
Yeah, but I think I had Stroud at 2, and I was down on Levis.
I had him at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been good.
All right, so
that being said, you give Bryce Young, D'Amico Ryans, and Bobby Slowis.
Why don't you could just say you're right, and then we'll move on.
No, you're right. For now.
You're right. I think if you're starting an NFL franchise today, he's definitely in consideration.
I love
Out of any quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you break it down, like Herbert's a loser.
I love him.
Yeah, he's been really, really good.
Herbert's a loser. Mahomes, okay, you'd obviously take Mahomes.
Okay, right.
I would take Stroud over Tua.
Me too.
Would you say? I don't.
That's my pick.
I would take him over Josh Allen.
That's my pick for Patriots.
Wait, this
next
is
coach.
crazy.
Yeah, this is awesome. Keep going.
Would you take him over Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
You wouldn't take him over Mac Jones.
100% would take Stroud.
Would you take him over Trevor Lawrence?
I think they're kind of similar. I think I would rather have. That one's they're kind of in the same tier.
Okay. Would you rather have him or? I mean, if you're starting one now, you want Brock Purdy?
No, he's a bum.
Caleb Williams?
He's a bum. That's the thing. I said this the other day. If I'm starting an NFL franchise, I'm taking Caleb Williams.
Wait, you just said Brock Purdy is above?
No, Purdy's.
He's a bum, dude.
Oh, bum. I thought you said above.
Did you see like how bad he played on Sunday?
Okay, so
He could have unraveled though, and he
You're
did.
just using one bad game.
So.
That's
His first career regular season loss. So
Against the best statistical defense since 1971.
Yeah.
Team systems.
we're a Brock Purdy
Mike
program.
McDaniel's system.
podcast.
Kyle Shanahan's system.
Bobby, what system are they running down in Houston, buddy? The same one.
D'Amico Ryans just loves football.
Bobby Slowis.
He's a football guy.
That's my next pick for Patriots head coach is the Texans offensive coordinator.
No, we want the Lions guy.
No. The Texans offensive coordinator is another Shanahan guy. Give me another Shanahan
Give
guy.
it to Mayo.
I think we should fire everyone that's ever worked for the Patriots.
They need to give it to Mayo, and Mayo just needs to clean house.
It's just not gonna happen. I don't know.
All right.
I think Mayo would fire Belichick's kids right away.
Maybe
The Patriots. I just realized it. Their whole Patriots way is the worst sports thing. Like, worst sports thing to root for if they're not doing awesome.
Oh, it's horrible.
When it's great, it's the best. But when it's bad, it's like this is.
Did you guys see Devontae Parker's comments?
He was like, hit my fingertips.
No, didn't.
Yeah. And then, like right after Devontae Smith dropped one, and they asked him about it, and he's like, I need to catch the fucking ball.
Ain't no excuses. Got to fucking catch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us. That was a great discussion. All right, we're back with some NFL awards. Giving out awards.
Our weekly award show.
Welcome to
the Wagon Weekly
This is it.
Award. Whoa.
This is it. I want to get in on this.
You
Next
can
week
start
we're gonna
making them.
giving out some awards.
All right, sweet. We'll trade them off.
Yep.
We send them in the mail to each player.
Yep.
Some of them are.
Yep.
The first one, remember, I said Anthony Richardson was our bummer dude, player of the week, out for the year. Electric player to watch, regardless of everything. And we just care about him.
We care about him, dude.
I saw a video of him with his buddies, like, walking
In the
around.
supermarket.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, is that Anthony Richardson? He's like, yo, chill. Have you seen the video of his younger brother?
Yeah. At the draft?
Yeah.
He's like 16.
No, 13. And he had like a stash, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm really happy for my bro. I'm really
So
glad that he
awesome.
made it out the mud.
So awesome.
He's something I look up to."
Yeah, he's the best.
Crazy. Okay, next we'll do Lost Your Man card player of the week. Caleb Williams.
Lost your man.
Lost your man card.
Oh.
You're no longer a man.
Why is that?
After they lost to Notre Dame,
Good football.
Notre Dame stormed the field. Some kid got a video running up to him and going, "Where are your painted nails at now? Where are your painted nails at?"
Damn.
Man card gone.
Damn.
It was fine before because like he was really good.
Yeah.
But when some random college kid goes up to you and is like, where your nails at?
Notre Dame, dude.
Pretty bad.
So bad.
Yeah. So
Hope he
bummer
falls.
Caleb Williams. Because of that.
Yeah, in the draft.
Because of that. Probably to like pick 6.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Should be good.
This was my at least made me edge team of the week.
Okay.
You probably have one. You always edge.
Always.
You love edge.
Tell
What?
only to Vivek Ramaswamy.
Do you not like to say funny stuff because your mom watches? Like, are you scared to say you edge? You can be honest with me.
No. Well, I like a little sometimes.
Okay, you're conscious because every word you say, she's gonna hear.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't watch the whole thing. She's probably
Okay.
turned out by now. But,
Right.
yeah.
So we'll just okay. Well, it's the Buccaneers.
Okay.
We're in the creamsicles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Edging to
Edging-
that. Big time.
edging to-
That's awesome.
Yep. Sorry, I brought that.
No,
up.
I love it.
Okay. No, I didn't want to make it awkward. This one I really didn't do a lot of football.
Okay.
This one's the when I grow up I want to be blank player of the week.
Nice.
Derek White.
Yeah.
You see that? D'Angelo Russell was like, I really want to be Derek White.
And
Like,
he
I
was
really
so
want to play like
serious.
Derek White.
He's like, I look up to Derek White.
I love Derek White
So cool.
so much. I gotta pull up Twitter in a second. This one probably okay. This one's it can no longer be this player for Halloween Player of the Week,
Oh, man.
and it's Josh Jackson.
Why not?
I'll pull up the article. He was accused of rape,
Okay.
and then also like organized like a robbery on the person that accused him to like try and scare them.
Wow.
Yeah,
This guy stinks.
yeah.
Josh Jackson, the Chargers running back?
No.
The basketball player?
forward. Yeah.
Oh, the basketball player.
Yeah.
Drafted 1 pick after Tatum.
Yep. By the Suns.
Yeah.
So now I think he's on the Pistons.
Nice.
Probably couldn't beat him anyway.
No, probably not. Probably
But-
not. But that guy stinks.
If you're thinking about it, if you're a big Josh
Don't.
Jackson guy,
Don't. Anti-Josh Jackson.
we're
podcast.
anti-Josh Jackson. Alleged.
Alleged, but still, we're
But we
allegedly
also don't
anti.
know. It could be not alleged
Right.
because we don't read any of the articles.
None.
Okay.
We barely read the headlines.
I also posted a video today talking about like Bill Belichick's all-time wins without Brady and stuff, and I
Right.
actually checked some of them.
Yeah.
All wrong. I still posted it though.
That's awesome.
I don't care.
Misinformation.
And then we're gonna do our weekly Antonio Brown tweet of the week.
Let's go. My favorite.
I'm gonna let you decide.
My favorite.
There's some good ones this week.
Okay.
Some
okay.
really, really crazy stuff.
Nice.
Here's the first one. It says, "Keep your head out of that broke pussy, son. You're gonna need an MRI."
Okay. Thank you, Antonio Brown.
Okay. And the next one is, "If the pussy fishy, get her an MRI." And he's posted a picture of an MRI machine. And the last one says, it's this picture. It's a picture of the words, "I'm due for a threesome," with the laughing emojis.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Not for real."
Not for real.
Not for
He's
real.
awesome. He's like a little kid when they learn a new word, and this time it was MRI.
Yeah, it was MRI and pussy. Pussy and MRI.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd see 2 tweets in the span of an hour
Yep.
from Antonio Brown that both included the word pussy and MRI.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your who gets the award?
I like the one with the MRI machine.
The picture of the
Yeah,
machine,
yeah,
right?
It's so awesome.
So he had to go online.
MRI machine.
Yeah. And for the tweet. Yep.
So
Really
great.
crazy
it's
stuff.
So great.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
really
know.
great.
He's just
keeps
really
churning them
gets
out.
great
Funniest
content.
guy in
If you
sports
need
right
someone
now.
to follow on
Yeah,
Twitter.
great follow. Don't get blocked though, because it's a weirdly low number for a professional
$1,500.
unblocked feed.
Oh, this one's good. It's a picture of the Taco Bell hot sauce, but it's edited to say "Fire Matt Canada." Spicy.
He's so great.
Posted that.
That's a gorilla sitting in a chair.
Posted this one.
That is a gorilla
Smoking weed.
Orangutan
Yeah.
smoking weed.
He's just all time.
He's great. He's
Yeah.
great.
All
Perfect.
right. Do you want to get into our draft?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna bring back the draft segment, which we
Welcome
need to
to
do
draft
more.
segment. We need to do more.
We're gonna ease into it though with some sports personalities. I
Yeah.
think a couple weeks from now, if we can stay consistent, which not something we do.
No.
Never.
No.
We should do like some crazy drafts.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm so in.
Sweet.
So this is the best sports personalities draft.
Yeah.
Anyone in sports media,
Okay.
you can pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you, what are we doing? 4, 3, 5, 4?
Four's good.
Okay,
seems
4. Snake draft, or are we doing back to back to back to back to back?
Back to back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who gets first pick? I know you're gonna pick first.
I got a bunch I can pick, I think.
Okay.
Might surprise you. Oh. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, you go first.
Okay. I don't know who I want to take.
Okay.
I defer.
All right. I'll take Pat McAfee.
Should have
He's just the most
Yeah.
he's the most
He's awesome.
energetic
The stuff he's
thing.
been doing with the
game day.
game day, but bring the kid on game day to punt
It's so
or
good.
kick the field
Yeah.
goal is awesome.
Talk about difference maker in
Yeah.
terms of just you bring that guy into ESPN and all of a sudden ESPN's back.
Yeah, it is
he
back.
He's remarkable.
ESPN is back.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that pick.
Yep.
I love that for you.
Yep. Thank you.
I'm gonna go. I could probably get them later, but they're my favorite sports media to consume, and it's the part of my take, guys.
Yeah,
I
so
love
good.
them.
Yeah.
Big Cat is like the greatest
He's
mind in sport. I think.
He's great.
I mean, he said some bad things,
Who cares?
but I love that.
yeah.
But also, it's like the way his brain works, like content wise, is so awesome. He
Yeah.
just does everything.
Savant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love him. Best sports podcast.
I have a-
besides Hat Trick.
Besides Hat Trick.
Shout out the Hat Trick Sports Podcast.
If you guys aren't on the Hat Trick Sports Podcast wave,
I'll kill
get
you.
on that wave.
No, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe to the Hat Trick Sports Podcast, I'll fucking kill you.
There we go. That's a real threat. So,
I'll kill you with a gun.
They're awesome. They're awesome.
We love them.
Very knowledgeable.
We should post this and
Shout
send it to
out.
him.
Shout out.
We should
Matt
edit this and personally just send it to him.
Yeah.
Just text it to him.
In an hour and 50. Oh, like
No, just this clip.
I'm in.
All right,
I'm
deal.
in. Shout out Memph Dog, by the way.
Give us the merch.
I need Memph Dog merch.
I
and
need that Memph
I
Dog
need
merch.
Memph Dog
If you're not on the
merch.
Hat Trick Sports Podcast and you're this deep into our podcast,
Jeez.
we don't know you.
No.
We don't know you.
No. Next pick, I'm gonna go Bill Simmons. I mean, this guy's just
that's
the
what
goat.
I thought your number one pick was going to be.
He's just a goat. Like he,
Yeah.
and every week he also called the 49ers beating the Browns. He's just like he always provides these like random ass spins and takes on things. And I'm like, how'd you think of that?
Yeah. No, he's good.
Yeah, he's like the first podcast. Bill Simmons.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna go. One of my another person. I'm just gonna go person favorites. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not ranting for the media.
No.
For the audience.
No.
I'm gonna take JJ Redick.
So good.
Yeah, I
So
love JJ
good.
Redick. He's awesome when he goes on First Take and actually says real stuff.
And everyone's like, oh.
Everyone's like, "Wait, what are you? You're
what?
debating me.
That's not what
You're
this
you're
show
supposed
is.
to just yell random words.
You're supposed
at
to
me.
speak loudly.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I'm Stephen A. Smith, so I'm right.
I'm Kendrick Perkins.
I'm louder than you are.
Exactly.
But no, he actually brings facts and
Yeah.
stats, and it's like, oh, this guy's awesome. And the interviews he gets are awesome.
He is a great interviewer.
Yeah,
he's
good.
so
Sometimes
good.
listening to him is like, kind of nerdy.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
also really just.
But also,
brings
that's what
good
you're
stuff.
getting. His Missoula interview, and it's my coach, and we don't hear a lot from him, so
Yeah.
I was interested
All
to
the
begin
time.
with. But one of my favorite interviews in a
Yeah,
while.
I've also met him. He's a good guy.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Third, maybe a little out of nowhere, but I'm gonna go Nick Wright.
Okay.
I think this guy
I
is
don't
like.
love that pick.
I think he is hitting his stride, and I'm always
Really?
like he's like a mini Cowherd, but I think just like more fun.
Yeah,
And
I
I've
think
always
also
loved Coward,
better
but-
takes, in my opinion.
I think so too.
But I think he's one of those guys that just kind of says wild shit sometimes just to get.
Sometimes, and like that's kind of the nature of the TV stuff versus the internet stuff.
Right.
But he's just like, I just love his create. Like he brought on like a marching band once, and I'm like, you're awesome. You know what I mean? He'll just, and like he had this whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah.
About like how it's actually like it just is like 7 to 10 step thing about how it actually really helps the Chiefs or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's like hitting his prime.
Okay.
I enjoy listening to him.
Okay. Not my favorite, but a good pick. I respect him.
Yeah.
Can I take like announcers and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone.
I'm gonna take Jim Nance.
Jim Nance, huh?
Just because the Masters.
Yeah. He's
He's
great.
Again, will say the Masters is the best sporting event year after year, and Jim Nance elevates it. Hello,
For sure.
friends. Like it's just his
Hello,
voice,
friends.
and he's Jim Nance is gonna be there when the Masters is on.
For
Like
sure.
that's just what I look forward to.
Yeah, definitely.
And he calls so many other things too,
March
like
Madness.
the universe. Like he just does everything.
Yeah. Really
I think he's maybe the best announcer in sports.
up there for sure.
I think he's just like the most consistent and reliable. And when he's out there, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a good game. I don't hate him.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what you want in your announcers.
Yeah.
I'm like really not sure for this fourth pick.
I
There's
kind of
so
regret the Jim Nance pick,
Really?
but too late.
Too late, dude. Too late. I think I'm gonna go Kirk Herbstreit.
Okay.
I'm really saying this just to like give him some love.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I love this guy, and I think he's like one of the best color analysts we have, regardless of sport.
Yeah.
Like he's just so good. He's really good on game day, and he pairs well with McAfee in my opinion. Like,
No,
just the
he's
way
a
he
good.
plays off
Yeah,
him.
he's a good. Like
He knows
energy
everything.
guy.
I just like his voice. I love, and I think it's Reese Davis.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. Whoever he's paired with, I forget his name. On like that number one college crew for me is awesome.
Yeah.
Like with the like touchdown. I forget who
Oh
does that
yeah,
one.
they are good.
Chris Fowler. I love that crew. And I just love Herbstreit. I just love giving Kirk Herbstreit his flowers. I think he's
Okay.
absurdly
Fair
knowledgeable.
enough.
Yeah.
My last pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Charles Barkley.
Really
He's
awesome.
the content machine. I
Machine.
love watching
Machine.
the golf stuff. Awesome.
Yep.
All the NBA like on TNT stuff is awesome.
Yep.
He's just great.
Yep.
He's really hilarious.
Yep. Biz on the hockey stuff is
Yeah.
like their Charles
He's
Barkley.
good, yeah.
And he is, really
He's
good.
funny
They
as
got
fuck.
Wayne Gretzky on the coverage now.
Yeah.
But Biz is like really, it's
Biz
tough
is
in
funny
hockey.
as
No
fuck.
one has personality in hockey. But he's great. Honorable mention him. Honorable mention Joel Klatt,
Okay.
college football guy.
Not ringing a bell face wise.
He goes on the.
I've
hurdle.
realized throughout this podcast journey of ours, I'm terrible with faces and names.
Really,
I don't know anyone.
I'm shockingly good.
You're the
with,
best.
with like sports.
Random people.
Random people, but not real people. Not people that I should know, like interpersonally in real
Right.
life.
Like the table from Spaceship Day.
Hagrid. That's
I don't remember his name.
everyone knows Hagrid at the table.
Not me personally.
You can. I wish I did. But I'll meet people that like I should know, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I know your name. I know your name for sure."
Okay. My
Gotta work on that.
my brain just fires random names at random times, not the names I should know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do I have this? Why do I have this name?
Shout out Scott Van Pelt.
Professional.
Yeah.
Professional.
Always fun.
Just always good.
Yeah.
Always good. Yeah.
Also,
just-
shout out Ryan Rosillo. I think he's funny. as
Dude,
fuck.
I should have picked Russillo.
Yeah.
I would like to go back and change my Herbstreit pick to Ryan Russillo.
I think that's valid.
Fourth pick, I select Ryan Russillo.
Too late.
I know.
Yeah.
But he's
I was thinking about just picking a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
A bunch of hot girls.
Not related to sports at all.
Yeah.
Megan Fox. I'm like, what are you?
A bunch of Sports Illustrated swimsuit
What
models.
are you-
Sports Illustrated, Matt.
Dude, come on, don't be a sexist.
What if I just picked a bunch of random like sports writers that were just like hot girls? No one knew who they were. My favorite.
Dude, my favorite. I'm like, oh, who are these? Oh, okay. Yeah, Russillo's really good.
He is awesome.
Really good.
He's good.
There's Cowherd too. Weirdly, like I grew up like he was my guy forever.
Yeah,
Cowherd.
you loved him.
Loved him. He's like I still listen to him,
Mm-hmm.
but because I do respect the way in which he delivers sports takes. But I'm like
Yeah.
kind of out,
Yeah, he
I'm-
does deliver sports
It's-
takes very well.
Yeah, and
but it's
uniquely,
like,
and like I like the way. But like sometimes I'm like, do you watch the games? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like there's some guys where I'm like, these guys are dialed the fuck in.
He's also one of those guys that I hate seeing like videos from his house on. Like when I see a video of like Stephen A. Smith, like being like,
yeah,
and
on
then
the
saying
phone.
that, it's like
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
When I see Coward, I'm just like, this dude's a loser.
Yeah.
Hanging out with his daughter.
Yeah. Trey Lance. All right, that's a
What,
show.
he tapped that?
Yeah.
Trey Lance tapped that?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Matt Coward and everything.
Too bad Dak's back.
Back. So back. All right, that's the show. Thanks for watching. We
Yeah.
appreciate you very much.
I wonder how many people actually listen to this part.
Me too. Me too.
What is your guess?
0.
Me too. Well,
I don't know.
You-
0. Me? Sometimes.
me sometimes as well.
Yeah, so 0.5 will go up. The line's at
Kind
0.5.
of half a man.
Okay, have a good week.